Today we are talking about the king of vegetables, the asparagus. Asparagus is a perennial and will give you many years of harvests. It produces a crop in early spring when you need it most, and it's a beautiful landscape plant as well. Asparagus takes 1 to 3 years to establish itself before it is ready to harvest, but it's proof that delicious things come to those who wait. A healthy asparagus bed can last 20 years, so deciding where to plant your young roots is vital. Asparagus will grow all over the US as it's very adaptable to climate, but whatever zone you are in, it wants full sun and well drained soil. So, whether you are planting in the ground or in a raised bed, it's important to make sure your soil is light and has plenty of nutrients. Add lots of compost. I learned a trick early on from my extension agent, and that was to add green sand to my soil when planting asparagus. The green sand helps to loosen heavy clay soils and it adds potash, which your plants will love. Peat moss can also improve heavy soils. So, asparagus gets pretty tall, about 4 feet. So, keep that in mind when you are deciding where to plant it. You don't want to shade out your tomatoes, but planting lettuce on the south side of an established asparagus bed will give them some relief from the afternoon sun. Asparagus makes a great edible landscaping plant. Plant it along a fence or a driveway. I've also used the fronds in flower bouquets. Asparagus can be grown in a container. Just make sure it is at least 16 gallons to give the roots plenty of room to grow. That would be one root per container. They do make a nice focal plant when grown in containers. Asparagus is typically planted as 1 year old crowns. Plant nurseries ship crowns in early spring you can buy them locally. They are frost tolerant, so you can plant them in early spring. For USDA Zone 6, plant crowns in late March into early April, around the time you put in potatoes. Start by digging a furrow in your prepared bed about 8 to 10 inches deep and place that dirt in a wheelbarrow. Mix in half as much well rotted compost, a couple of quarts of perlite, and lime if your pH is lower than 6.5. Spread 3 inches of your mixture back into the trench to form a nice foundation. Make small mounds or thrones for your kings about 18 inches apart in the furrow. Place the crowns on the thrones and gently spread out the roots. If this video has been helpful so far, please boop the like button. Gently spread the remaining soil mixture around and over the crowns. Add 2 inches of mulch, such as straw, to the bed and water in well. In some parts of the country, such as California, you can buy asparagus transplants. I don't have any experience with this. I have not seen them locally, although they are starting to be available in some catalogs. If you buy asparagus transplants, you would plant them the same as any other transplant and not bury them. Asparagus comes out of the ground looking like the stuff you buy in the store. As it grows, it becomes more stalk like and develops fronds. If you planted crowns, they will be ready the second spring after planting. When spears are 7 to 9 inches long, snap them off by hand near the ground level. That first harvest take no more than 25% of the stalks. You want to leave plenty to grow and provide food for the roots. It's important to keep the asparagus bed weed free. After the spring harvest period is over, add 2 inches of well rotted compost around the plants. I have never staked my asparagus, but some people do. It keeps the fronds upright and makes it easier to control weeds. There are heirloom and hybrid varieties. Asparagus has male and female plants, so heirloom varieties such as Martha Washington will produce red berries which contain the seeds. By the way, you can plant asparagus from seed, but it adds another 1 to 2 years before you can harvest. Also, keep in mind asparagus seeds are toxic to humans and pets. Well, green is the most common. You can also get white and purple varieties. My favorite is purple passion. It's really tender and great for eating fresh. In the fall, when your plants begin to die down, cut them back to about 1 foot. Add a layer of mulch to protect the roots during the freezing and thawing of winter. Another great perennial to add to your garden is blueberries. Check out my video on them here. Thanks for watching and have a fabulous day.